Ramadan is less than 10 days away, so let's start our Ramadan prep this year with crispy, delicious spring rolls. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I heated up my wok and I added in a little bit of oil, and then I'm adding in coleslaw mix. You can also cut up cabbage and carrots by hand or in the food processor. I just like using the store-bought coleslaw mix because it's just so much easier. And then I'm gonna add in all of my seasonings, and don't worry guys, I'm gonna list everything down in the description box. We're gonna stir everything up and we're cooking this on high heat for just 2 to 3 minutes, just until that cabbage begins to soften. And this does go really quickly, so make sure you have your seasonings ready to go before you even begin. Then I'm gonna add in my boiled and shredded chicken. And then we're gonna just saute everything together for an additional 2 minutes. And you wanna make sure you continue stirring the whole time and that everything is really well mixed. And if you're using the store-bought mix, sometimes you'll find the bigger chunks of the cabbage, so I'll just pull those out. Then we're just gonna turn the heat off, and this is where you're gonna taste your filling. I felt like I wanted mine to be just a little bit more spicy, so I added in a little bit more red chili, some black pepper, and some more sriracha. And then we're gonna let our filling completely cool, and I actually stored mine in the fridge overnight and pulled it out the next day. And then I'm adding in some cheese. Now the cheese is absolutely optional. Add it if you like it and skip it if you don't. And once it's all combined, we're ready to start rolling them out, and this is my favorite brand of spring roll sheets. Now I have my sheet in a diamond shape, and all I'm gonna do is add in about 1.5 tablespoons of filling in the lower corner. And I'm just going to kind of shape that filling and make sure that it's in a rectangle shape. Then I'm gonna fold that edge over, and I'm gonna pull it back just a little to make sure it's really tight before giving it one roll. Then I'm gonna tuck the edges in, and you want to make sure you're holding it together really tightly. So then I'm going to give it one more roll, and then I'm gonna add in my beaten egg, and I'm just going to brush it all over the rest of that pastry. And then I'm just gonna continue to tuck and roll. Now since we're meal prepping this, the best way to freeze these is to put them on a tray that's lined with plastic, and when you put the rolls on, make sure they do not touch each other. Once they've completely frozen, you can put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them for up to 3 months. And when you want to eat them, you just pull them out, defrost, and fry them up. I hope you guys give this recipe a try, and as always, please don't forget to like, follow, and share.